Your Excellency, thank you for accepting this interview, and thanks to the South Korean Embassy for welcoming us in its beautiful gardens. So we are in 2022, K-pop, Oscar-winning movies, famous TV shows. What is, in your opinion, the secret of the worldwide interest in South Korean culture and productions?
Let me first thank JOWRADIO for this opportunity. Korean wave started with the K-dramas and the K-pops, and now it is expanding to broader Korean culture, including Korean food, literature, and language, creating more and more enthusiasm around the world. Many foreigners see the Korean culture as a mixture of tradition and modernity, wonderful harmony of the past and the present. And I would also say it as a harmony of authentic Korean value and universal values. K-pop music is a global phenomenon, and young generation really like synchronicity of music and dance. The lyrics appeal to emotion of the audience and convey meaningful messages as well. K-movie is captivating people not only emotionally but also rationally, with well-written stories, with many plot twists as well. I guess these are some of the secrets of its success.
On June 20th, here in Algeria, the selection of the K-pop World Festival will take place. What are the observations that motivated that choice?
The regional competition of the K-pop World Festival in Algeria started in 2018, and this year's event is the 5th edition. K-pop World Festival is an annual K-pop competition organized by Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs and with the support of Korea Broadcasting System. After going through preliminary rounds of the world, some selected musicians are invited to participate in the final competition to be held in Korea late this year. This event provides a great chance for K-pop lovers around the world, as the winners are given a golden opportunity to make their dreams come true as K-pop stars.
What can the winners of this competition expect for the upcoming months?
The winners will receive a prize and get a chance to advance to the final competition in Korea this coming fall. If they wish, as performers, they can also be invited to cultural events Korean Embassy organizes.
A growing interest in the Korean language can be noticed in Algeria. How do you see the future evolution of the Korean-speaking population here?
I'm very glad about this huge interest in Korean language in Algeria. The passion for K-pop, K-drama, or K-movies certainly have played a key role in enhancing people's curiosity on Korean language. You can learn Korean in Sejong Institute, Algiers. The embassy organizes the Korean speech contest every year to encourage Korean language learners.
What projects can reinforce this cultural link? Exchange programs, cultural centers?
Korean Embassy hosts Korean Culture Week every year. And this year's event in October will be the 7th edition. During the previous editions, we hosted lots of cultural activities, such as Korean speech contest, Korean Ambassadors Cup Taekwondo Championship, Korean cooking contest, and Korean film festivals. This year too, our embassy is planning for several such cultural events. We expect bigger audience this time. Before COVID-19, Korean musicians have participated in several editions of the International Symphonic Music Festival in Algiers. We hope Korean artists resume their participation from this year. In addition, every year our embassy recommends a few Algerian students for their study in the master's or PhD courses at the Korean universities with a full scholarship provided by the Korean government.
Can we expect the presence of famous South Korean artists in Algeria like BTS or Psy anytime soon?
Algeria received many music bands and artists recent years like Seum, Jambinei, Korea, etc. if K-pop stars like BTS, EXO, or Twice visit Algeria, it will be awesome and definitely contribute to further enhancing K-pop in Algeria and cultural exchanges between our two countries as well. Our embassy is looking for such opportunities and sincerely hope it will happen in the near future.
Personally, what are the aspects you enjoy the most about your presence here, and which places do you want to visit in the future?
For gastronomy, I really enjoy Algerian food, especially couscous. And I'm also amazed by the diversity of the landscapes of Algeria. I have visited several vilayas in Algeria, like Timgad, Oran, Constantine, Gigel, and Janet. I really feel that Algeria is a country of beautiful nature and diverse culture. The most memorable among those I visited was Janet. I'm sure it will be one of the most wonderful and magical places in the world. I hope to visit and discover more places during my stay in Algeria. Thank you.
So thank you, Your Excellency, for welcoming us here, for accepting this interview, and we're really happy and really honored to be here.
Thank you very much again, JOWRADIO. I hope all the best for the radio. And once again, thank you for your interest on Korea and the Korean culture. Thank you very much.
Thank you.